A good friend of mine and a legend in the personal development industry, Charlie Tremendous Jones, would tell you, the person you will be in 5 years is determined by the people that you meet and the books that you read. Well, we've talked about the books that you need to continue to read and the need to pursue your constant and never-ending growth and improvement. Now we need to talk about the most powerful, yet subtle, influence on you and the direction that your future takes. The people that you associate with. You see, your associations don't shove you in a direction. They just nudge you ever so slightly over time. Have you ever leaned back on an inner tube or a raft out in a lake and just floated? You felt like you were floating still until you looked up and realized that the subtle current has pushed you half a mile down the shore. That's how subtle and profoundly powerful your associations are. You won't even realize how much they have nudged you in a particular direction. My mentor, Jim Rohn, taught, you become the combined average of the 5 people that you hang around with the most. You'll end up with the combined average attitude, the combined average health, the combined average lifestyle, and the combined average of income of those 5. You see, whom we spend our time with determines what conversations dominate our attention and the observations that we make, the attitudes and the opinions that we are repetitively being introduced to. Eventually, we start to eat what they eat, talk like they talk, read what they read, watch what they watch, treat people how they treat them, even dress like they dress and think like they think. All the while you might not even be conscious of it. Your associations, again, don't shove you, they just nudge you ever so slightly over time. You might be saying, well, I can hang out with some people and not have them affect me. I'm telling you, everything affects you, even unconsciously. Have you ever been out to eat with a group of people who are more health conscious than you might normally be? Did you find yourself compelled to order something a little bit more healthy than normal? That's the power of associations. Conversely, the same compulsion is true. You go out to eat with a group and everyone orders multiple drinks and heavier foods and even dessert. Even though you will try your best to be a maverick, over time you will slowly but surely start matching their behavior. This is true of attitudes, expectations, perspectives, beliefs, opinions, etc. In every area of your life, this has influence. Even the most omnipotent, the most self-contained individuals subconsciously are lured into the grip of associations influence. There's even research out of Harvard by social psychologist Dr. David McClellan that says, your reference group, as he puts it, determines as much as 95% of your success or failure in life. David goes on to say that your choice of a reference group, the people whom you choose to associate with, is more important in determining your success or failure in life than any other single factor. So I'm not just saying it, Harvard University is saying it. Now, Zig Ziglar would put it a lot more simply. He'd say, if you want to fly with the eagles, you can't continue to scratch with the turkeys. Look, I wish someone had stressed the importance of this earlier in my life. When I did learn it though, I acted on it quickly. I recommend that you do the same. The potential of your life hangs in the balance. Jim Rohn taught me to evaluate and shift your associations into 3 different categories. Let me give those to you. Number 1, disassociate. There are some people you might need to break away from completely. This is difficult, I know, but the cost is too great. Treat your mental, energetic, and spiritual exposure as sacred. Once I finally understood the powerful influence even the littlest amount of exposure to the wrong influences could have, I quickly cut out several people from my life. Number 2, limited associations. There are some people who you can spend 3 hours with, but not 3 days. Others that you can spend 3 minutes with, but not 3 hours. You have to be proactive in setting boundaries with this category of people. This too is difficult, I get it, but I have had to do this on several occasions. Even with close family members, I will not, however, allow someone else's actions or attitudes to have an indelible influence on me and the direction of my life. And number 3, expanded associations. This is the fun part, and it also is a bit challenging. Find people better than you. Find people who have been where you want to go, have already accomplished what you dream to achieve, and so whatever area of life that you want to see improvement in, find someone who represents the success that you want, the relationship that you want, the lifestyle that you want, and spend more time with those people. To do so, you might join different organizations or clubs or businesses or health clubs where these people congregate, and then go and make friends. Jim Rohn always pushed me in this category by saying, don't join an easy crowd. Go where the challenge is great and the emotions are high. Go where the expectations are so strong that they provoke you, push you, and urgently insist that you not remain in one place. That way, you will grow and change.